There are calls for free face masks to be handed out in Greater Sydney after the government announced a mask mandate to curb the spread of COVID-19. From midnight, face masks will be compulsory in indoor public spaces such as shops, public transport, places of worship and entertainment venues. On-the-spot fines of $200 for those caught without one will come into force on Monday. Experts say free masks should be readily available, just as hand sanitiser is in public settings. Sydney's northern beaches will now be under the same rules as Greater Sydney. That's the southern part of the northern beaches after the stay-at-home order was lifted, but they'll be still subject to new restrictions.
It's the news thousands of residents on Sydney's northern beaches have been waiting to hear.
For those in the southern zone, from midnight tonight, you are officially part of Greater Sydney, so thank you for respecting the stay-at-home provisions.
Residents in the northern zone will remain in lockdown until January 9, while those south of the Narrabeen Bridge are subject to new rules. From Sunday, those in Greater Sydney, Wollongong, the Central Coast and the Blue Mountains will be required to wear a face mask.
Masks from midnight tonight will now be compulsory in certain indoor settings. Enforcement occurs from Monday, so we won't fine you until Monday. The fine will be $200 for not wearing the mask in these settings. But if you're going shopping or in shopping centres, you have to wear a mask. If you're catching public transport, you have to wear a mask. If you're attending an indoor entertainment venue like a cinema, you have to wear a mask. Places of worship, hair and beauty salons, in gaming areas of establishments and staff at hospitality venues.
All the evidence pointed to this being something that New South Wales had to do. I just wish that the Premier hadn't been needed to be dragged kicking and screaming into making this decision.
A raft of other restrictions include gym classes being capped at 30 people. Weddings, funerals and places of worship can host 100 people. 500 can attend outdoor performances. 2,000 people are allowed at outdoor ticketed events. But Sydney's third Test cricket match will go ahead as planned on Thursday under a special COVID-safe plan.
Things like buses raise our concern more because there's opportunities for a greater duration of exposure. So we'll be re-looking at the plan and make sure that there's a lot of opportunities to further strengthen it.
7 new local cases were recorded in New South Wales in the 24 hours to 8 p.m. Friday out of nearly 32,000 tests. 5 of them are linked to the Berejiklian cluster in Sydney's west and southwest, which is now the biggest area of concern.
There is now a total of 7 in this cluster. The original case, a man in his 40s, 5 of his family members and a co-worker.
1 new case is tied to the Sydney transport worker. Another from southwestern Sydney is under investigation.
We are concerned about the potential transmission risks at the BWS at Berejiklian on Woodburn Road. So anyone who's been there between Tuesday the 22nd of December and Thursday the 31st of December inclusive is urged to check the New South Wales Government website for details.
Julia Bradley, Sky News.